Somebody said unreachable bed then. I wonder who that was. I keep seeing unreachable bed. Who's doing it? You're a shouter as well. The football's screaming has started. Oh dear, no. Is anyone playing today? I thought it was tomorrow, the semi-finals or whatever. Oh shit! No, France and Belgium tonight, isn't it? Oh, interesting. I've not followed any of the World Cup. Got 8 of those beds here. What's that, Max? What's that you're talking about? Even my kids are following me into stream. Can't even get a piece watching you live. I know, mate. You see, you've made the mistake of telling them who you're watching now. That was your first mistake. And possibly your last. Oh, shit. Beautiful. Okay, this should give us a bit of a buffer of ice for a while. Oh, meteors. So I'm thinking if we make a little bit of steel and make like a bunker roof up here and do it like a bit of an overhanging roof and then do like a door out here or something so we can get out sideways up behind it. I don't think we'll need to worry about doors just yet, like bunker doors. I think bunker doors are more for when we get like the satellites up and stuff, or if we had solar panels up there and stuff, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that just yet. But I would like to make some steel. So, what's the deal here? This is to make ceramic. This is to make carbon. I don't actually have that much coal at the minute. But fuck it, let's make some carbon. This is going to need 20 kilos of refined carbon plus some iron and some lime. We've got a bit of lime, but not too much. We have got some eggshell that's not been refined yet, I think. Where is it? Eggshell, 112 kilos. Okay. Well, let's get to this, and then we'll come to this shortly. Does this need power? No. Interesting. I've not seen the animation for this yet. Domain, good evening, mate. How are you? Frenchman in me wants to be proud, but the rest of me just doesn't give a damn about sports. More like first player, the butts upgrade. Heyo! Domain, what the fuck? Password change on the internet, I think, and don't give it to the kids. I am very good, thanks, buddy. I'm very good. Recuperated today. You updated from mobile than the Google Drive, I think I shared before. Ooh, what have you tweaked? What have you changed? The name list is static. Oh. To add yourself once. Nice. And then it just automatically deletes it if I add them to the game. Oh, so I can edit their name. Okay, buddy. I'll pick your brains about it later if that's alright, mate. But excellent work. I'll get it updated when I can. That sounds cool. Have I buggered something up here? Why are they not doing any of these things? I thought this was on quite high priority now. Priority 7. What have I done? QWERTY Snack. Be a rancher. a rancheress. And I think you will be my last dedicated super rancher, I think. I think that's how I want to do this. Where are you, you son of a bitch? We should probably have everybody on a reasonable level of care, or quite a few people on care anyway. Super rancher. Cool. How are we actually doing for plastic? We've got 2.5 tons of plastic off these. That's not bad going, honestly. We've done alright. I built a few high pressure vents here and there, I think, as well, so can't really argue with that. I'm getting incredibly impatient, so I'm going to up this a little bit more. See if we can get this done. Because as ever, I'm conscious that you guys are watching me, watching a base play out, and I don't like that. So let's get the squad a little bit more engaged. Okay, we can dig out all that. Oh. Somebody dropped oxalate down here. And it's going apeshit. No! Pick this up, you idiots! Eventually, is that not actually... Is that... Rancheress, is that not actually a word, or has my English gotten out of touch? I have no idea, Naylor. She's a rancheresse. Well, you've put an E on the end, I wouldn't have done that, I would have put rancheress. I've just realised I've made an error. I've made an error. Why have I got stuff in these compactors? It must have been when I was cleaning this out. What temperature are we at now? 180. Let's get this cleaned out. I've not wanted to look at this, if I'm honest, because it was making me sad. It was making me real sad. But let's get this cleaned out. And... let's see if we can get some of this stuff done. In fact, it's night time now. I'm going to put all these to priority 9. We'll get this swept out with the priority 9, and then we'll see what happens when I press this button again. We'll what I'll probably do, I'll remove these 4 tiles here and get rid of this tile, this one, before we try and dump any more lava in. And I'm hoping that'll fix it. If it doesn't, then we may have to scrap this door altogether and look at a different way of doing it. Maybe by putting a door here as well. Something like that, I don't know. Sanakan, how's it going, buddy? How are you, mate? I don't feel like I've seen you in a little while. What's good? I think I'm also, whilst I'm here, I'm gonna, as a bit of a buffer, take out a couple more of these radiant pipes. How come heat isn't escaping to the left of the guys that aren't those normal tiles? They're normal tiles, but they're still made of abyssalite. So they still sort of act in a similar sort of way. It's just I've not got any temp shift plates bleeding into these tiles. squad is assembly. I see you and I share the same Scandinavian ancestor. What's that, hamster? What are you saying? I'm busy for a while now. I was going to say I've not seen you for a little while, Seneca. But regular tiles got nerfed. I thought I heard something of the sort from you two Oni streams ago. They did get nerfed. They changed things an awful lot. Hold on a sec. Above. They did change them. They change how normal Abyss Light stuff works. In as much as if I was to put a temp shift plate here, even though this is made of Abyss Light, this magma would instantly transfer its temperature into it, basically, which was never something before. Now it is. They can absorb temperature a lot easier now. But no, if you've just got literally a bit of just some magma next to it, it won't do anything. It'll take hundreds, literally like 1,000 cycles to change the temperature of it or something. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have a little problem here trying to get this done. I might just do that. That should be all we need, I think. They haven't updated or played this game in forever, and it seems like they've changed too much. Ah, I hear that all the time, Sanakan. Don't worry about it. Get stuck in. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. It might take you a colony or two to get into it again, but it's a small price. What the hell's going on here? Wait, you don't need to be radiant. What the fuck? Okay, Johnny, are you going to do it for the team? He did do it for the team. Do I want to do these as well? I don't think I do. We'll leave this as radiant. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll see if we can sweep this out though before it drops down. And we'll also sweep this as well. It does annoy me that I can't get to that. I'm not sure if I maybe just need like another piece of ladder here or something. You might have gotten the worst seed possible. 2 kill steam guys, 1 water geyser, minus 55 degrees CO2 geyser, and 1 iron geyser. That doesn't sound too bad. Water geyser in itself is incredibly powerful, buddy. And you've got way more geysers than that to find yet, don't forget. You've got loads more than that. Give it a shot once I have a few more hours of stress-free time. Yeah, I don't think that'll save you, mate. I don't think that'll save you. There's a lot of micro in the game now. Or at least there is for the way I play, anyway. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. It's 90 degrees C water. If it's a water geyser, mate, if it's the red water geyser, that's one of the best geysers in the game. It gives you such a high... They normally give you such a high throughput that's your electrolyzers done. Just done for the rest of the game. And 90 degree water is manageable. You'll never overheat a pump if you make it out of gold. You know, most machinery in the game you won't overheat at 90 degrees. So yeah, it's one of the best geysers you can get. Don't knock it, mate. It's really good. It takes no power to purify. It always comes out hot, so it's germ-free. Yeah, it's good. I would keep that seed if I was you, mate. And you never know what other guys you're going to find yet as well. Right, let's get rid of that. I really thought I'd be able to sweep that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I wanted to play with a slushy. Aww. want that disgustingly cold water. I can understand that, mate. Slush guys are good. There's a lot of people complain about on the forums how rare they are, but I've literally had a slush guys with nearly every playthrough since Ranching 1. Nearly every playthrough I've had a slush guys, apart from one, I think. Okay, so there was a problem with the automation last time. What I need is a way of shutting things down. So the way this works, if this goes above 100 kilos of oil, then it should shut the door. But the door is on a delay. Oh, I turned the delay right off. Why would I do that? I wasn't happy with this regardless. So I don't know if I might do a few tweaks before we turn it back on. You're hoping for a slush but didn't get one. Just worthless fence. No! Just remember the temp doesn't change the electrolyzer no matter what water. Exactly. Radiant pipes, so just a bit slight straight into the electrolyzers. Oh, that's a lot of lava. You live in Hawaii. Razor legend. Sorry, but I didn't see you come in Hawaii, mate. Good evening, Billy Bighead. Bacon fried. How are you, mate? Billy Bighead. I don't think that's fair. I resent that. I resent that, you son of a bitch. How are you, mate? Okay. Okay. Beautiful. My wires are always melting when I try to handle lava. Make everything out of tungsten, Razor. Everything out of tungsten. I'm alright, thanks, mate. I'm just chilling out. I'm having a recuperation day or two. Having a nice chill one tonight. There will be no salt. There'll be no drama. Everything will be fine. Nobody's going to melt. There's going to be no bugs. Everything's going to just work. That is the dream. I'm allowed to dream. You know. Gashidley, you'll get a minimum of 10 geysers. A minimum of 10. You can be lucky and get a couple of extra ones in your oil biome. Oil reservoirs and geysers share the same POI category. So, oil wells, which is these things, these oil reservoirs, sorry, they share the same spawn points as geysers. So like here, I've got an extra geyser in my magma biome. I don't know what it is yet because we've not dug it out, but it means that I will only have at most 2 more reservoirs. You always get 3 geysers / reservoirs in your oil biome. So I've got a geyser here, so I know that I've only got at most 2 more oil reservoirs. I think I've got one over here. So by process of elimination, I know that I've only got, well, I found all my geysers now, basically. But yeah, you get 10 basic ones, and then you are potentially you have a chance to get a couple more in your oil biome. But if you do get geysers in your oil biome, then you've got less oil reservoirs. It's all balanced in that respect. It's all based on POI spawns in the game. That's just how it works. Where are you off to? Oh, interesting. Right, well those diamond things are in there now. I think it's time we did this priority 9. Because honestly, I'm impatient. And we've got the squad to do it. And they're not doing anything. And that's making me sad. What's been happening? Nothing, mate. It was the ladies' graduation yesterday. So it's been lots of stress and preparing, and then the graduation day itself was a very long day. Like 5 AM start, and I was doing all the driving, and yeah, bit of a stress fest really, mate. But no, it's good. It's one of them. It was a hot day, and like the graduation ceremony itself is a lengthy deal. There's like, you know, 250, 300 kids waiting for their degrees, and then they've got honorary speakers and honorary degrees and all that. It took hours. It was muggy as fuck yesterday, it was, mate. It was nice to begin with. We were in like a cathedral in Liverpool, and it was nice because the cathedral's all like marble and granite and sandstone. It's all very cool and calm. And then as more and more bodies piled in, it got hotter and hotter and hotter, and yeah. It was a warm one. It was a warm one. Ah, blue lads. Incredible. Have you done this? Yes, you have. Have you done this? Yes, you have. You've done that as well. You've done farming, because that made you a rancher, I think. But you've probably not done this farming yet. No. Incredible. You're 1 year away from your graduation. Must feel so great. I think it was her final day of uni that felt the best. When she was finally like, right, I'm just waiting for my grades. I'm free. I think that was her freedom day. But yeah, obviously she had a lovely day in the graduation. Got all pictures of her in a gown and stuff. Very proud of her. Very proud of her. Animal biology domain. It's like animal behaviour and science animal behaviour. The BA in it. Yeah. I think she wants to do something with like animal welfare or animal handling or something like that. I would have died. Not only am I not able to take heat, I have a fear of high ceilings, so cathedrals are a no-no for me. Oh mate, this is a hell of a cathedral as well. Hell of a cathedral, it's a big boy. Been neglecting your base so much, been hella desperate to try and cap all the geysers, but I might have made it slightly harder for myself by doing that. That's what I do every playthrough, hamster. Explore first. She's a rancher, yeah. She's a rancher. She loves animals. Okay. Let's get this dug out here. I might run all of these gas pipes underneath here. You know, these 3 gas pipes we're going to have coming out of here. I think that'll work perfectly if we run them underneath. I'm really not sure on this design, by the way. It's just a big box, but my polluted water is just going to basically piss out of all the generators. I hadn't really thought about how I want to collect the water or anything. I've just sort of left it as is, but I could put a little pit down here with a pump just to make my pump a bit more efficient. I might do that before it's too late. Just do something like that, maybe. Again, we'll get all this cleaned out before we actually turn anything on. I've left a bit of room down the side of the ladders here. I made this like 2 tiles wide so we can vacuum it out, but I might just leave the gas as it is. Because the only thing this is going to be filled with is like polluted oxygen and stuff anyway, so a bit of natural gas in here doesn't really matter. A bit of oxygen as well, should be fine. I'll put liquid locks in, so dupes will be able to get in here. And it was more for anything just so that it fit in this space. Because obviously we had this ruin here which was trolling me a little bit. But this should be fine. It's going to be a big build. We're not going to need all the power it generates just yet, but in the future we might, so why not? And as I mentioned, we'll get all this dug out as well and tidied out. There's a lot of metal in here, and algae and slime and all sorts of good stuff, so... I'm debating trying this again. But if it goes horribly wrong, I'm going to be very sad. Yeah, fuck it, why not? I'm just going to toggle that again. Just so we can get some oil coming through the radiator. And then I'll say if you're below that. Hopefully this should start making us a bit of natural gas. Oh, this is the real tell now. This is going to fall below 400 kilos shortly, as more of this magma turns into igneous. When that happens, I kind of want to know what's going to happen to our magma. Oh shit, I probably should have done this, shouldn't I? Let's get this tile in quickly. If we can. Our temperature from our oil coming through the pipes at the moment is around 300 odd degrees. That's pretty fine. The gas in the room, 300 odd degrees. And by the time it gets up here, it's 70 odd. That's okay. Let's see. It might take a little bit of priming this. I might have a few more cracked pipes and stuff, but that's fine. So that first pass didn't seem to go too badly. So there's no magma in contact with the plate now, so I might need to change this level a little bit. So like 600. And no magma went up here, which is good. We've got 900 kilos down here, which is good. It's melted all that igneous rock that was in here, you see. So what I want to do, let's put this on like a 10-second filter or something. Let's get some of this oil through. Okay. It needs to be a bit longer, doesn't it? Let's put this on like 30 seconds. So the idea is that the switch will toggle. This will wait for 30 seconds to allow the oil to get up here. It may even need to be longer, judging by this. The oil's basically made it to like there. So yeah, this needs to be a bit longer. Say 45. How are you managing your mushroom farm? Do you have any other food sources? No, Nailu, just mushrooms really. Mushrooms and a bit of meat every now and again, but I've not cooked any meat and I don't know how long. We've currently sat on 456 fried mushrooms and we've got some omelettes as well. I don't know if we've got any more eggs at the minute. Yeah, we have got a few more eggs. Just bits and bobs really, mate. We've got shitloads of food, so I'm not really paying much attention, to be honest, mate. I'm more just keeping an eye on other bits. One thing that annoys me, what the hell am I supposed to do with the minus 55 CO2? Too hot for liquid form, too cold for gas. There's gas for cooling. Hamster is pretty much spot on for cooling if you want it. It depends how much throughput you've got. I've got a carbon dioxide guys up here that's the same, minus 55, but mine gives me hardly anything. It gives me 49 grams per second of CO2, which is fuck all. So what I'm doing is running hydrogen from my electrolyzers, electrolyzers up here, and the hydrogen goes through a filter, and then the hydrogen can cycle through the CO2 room, which warms up a bit, and then I can feed CO2 at like 60 degrees ish to my slicksters. That's how I'm sort of handling it. It's like mine does nothing as well, it's hardly anything. might be on something there, Max. Oh dear. We may well be on something. Let's just toggle that off a second. There's a lot of mass in here now. What can I do about that? So what Max has just pointed out is with the igneous rock that forms, if it keeps remelting it, then the mass of the igneous rock will mean this is, you know, full tiles, and I get this happen. This is exactly what I didn't want to happen, really. So what we'll probably do, we'll leave this as is. We'll let it cool down a bit, and we'll take as much thermal as we can out of it, and then I'll think about how we're going to fix this a little bit. But now we seem to be making a reasonable amount of natural gas. And pipe breaking. That's interesting. Why has that happened, I wonder? 485 degrees. Why are we getting so much petroleum build-up? Why is there so much petroleum? Give me the fucking thing. How have we ended up with so much petroleum in here? This bit of the system seems to be working alright, but I don't think we've got enough ventilation going through here. Maybe it's because I'm not allowing the gas out yet. As I mentioned before, I think there's a bit more tweaking and priming that needs to be done with this system. If I'm not pulling the natural gas away, then the heat is just building up and building up and building up. So like then, this switch was set to 60 degrees, whereas my pipe sensor is set to like allow water to stay in here up to 80. So this was never going to open these doors because this was being regulated